Welcome to Daily Devotions and a happy Easter. In the church, Easter isn't just one Sunday, it is actually 7 weeks where we look at the stories and the implications of Jesus' resurrection from the dead. But I'll be honest with you, my mind is still a little bit on something from Lent. I really enjoyed this year of doing our Lenten praying together in Lent and using these classic prayers from the hymn book. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about our last prayer we had, which was from Mother Teresa. We heard Pastor Kristen tell us a little bit more about this. But let me read it to you, and then I'll tell you what Mother Teresa has me thinking. Make us worthy, Lord, to serve our fellow human beings throughout the world who live and die in poverty and hunger. Give them through our hands this day their daily bread, and by our understanding love, give peace and joy. Amen. I think, like a lot of the prayers that we had that sort of spoke to me, is there's something in this prayer that disrupts something about the way I think. I've now been a pastor for 30-some years, and during that time, there have been a lot of people who have lived in poverty and hunger who come to the church for help. And most congregations, especially this church, it's been wonderful here at All Saints, saves resources so that we can moderately help people and hopefully guide them even to more help. And so I'm very happy to be part of that. But part of the role of myself as one of the pastors is that oftentimes people come in and they ask and they want to talk to a pastor. And that's where they make the ask. And even if not, our staff will often give the person to us as pastors. And there's lots of reasons for that, because the most obvious being that people that are in these positions often are very vulnerable and very hurt, and not only need physical support, but they need spiritual support. But there's a small element in here which is trying to be a good, I hate the word judge, but I suppose it is kind of a judgment. A good judge, trying to ascertain whether or not giving money or food or something like that is truly going to be benefit for a person. I could go on, but as you imagine, there are some times where what people are asking for from us isn't really the thing that's going to be helping them. And in fact, it may be just something that's prolonging them getting the real help they need. And so I generally wouldn't put it this bluntly until Mother Teresa pushed me into the corner. But I suppose underneath there is this tendency that when I'm talking with people, to ascertain whether or not they are worthy of receiving the gifts that the church has collected. I don't know a way out of that. Maybe there is one, and I'm not that creative that I haven't thought of it. But Mother Teresa's prayer is warning me that maybe I've let that thought become a little too dominant. Because here she is with way more experience than I have of caring for people in hunger and poverty. And her prayer isn't, Lord, help me determine who is worthy to receive the gifts that I have to share. This is what she prays. Make us worthy, Lord, to serve our fellow human beings throughout the world who live and die in poverty and hunger. Make us worthy. I want to try to remember to say this prayer, especially when somebody comes to the church and they are in need of assistance. My first thought should be, Lord, make me worthy. It's going to sneak up on us. It might happen to you on a street corner. It could happen to you with a neighbor. It could happen to you just about any place. And I invite you, even if you don't have that prayer memorized, which is okay, the next time you run across a person who is asking for your help, especially if it's a person who's living in hunger and poverty, say a quick prayer, just a silent prayer to yourself. Lord, make me worthy to help this person, to serve this person. And all the other things that you do in order to be a good servant, they will fall in line. But ask for strength for yourself that you might be someone good enough to serve the way Christ would have us serve our neighbor. Anyway, it's a thought. I thought if I told you that I was going to do this, I'd remind myself more to do it. And I invite you, if you're going to do it, maybe tell somebody else that that's your plan too. And maybe we will become worthy of being of more service to our sisters and brothers throughout the world who live and die in poverty and hunger. Amen.